On this week's show, Jeff Johnston gives us an in-depth look at the new 2019 Ram 1500 pickup and what this new model has to offer as a mid-range tow vehicle. Also, Mark and Dawn Polk from RV Education 101 give us their list of RV pre-trip checkups. And later, Evanne Schmarder shows us an easy-to-make, refreshing dessert called Bircher. These stories and more on this week's Rollin On TV. Rollin On TV is brought to you by Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Jayco. At Jayco, we've been making family dreams come true since 1968.
If you need to tow a medium to larger size trailer, chances are good you'll need a solid, reliable pickup to do the job. The new 2019 Ram 1500 can fill the need for a first-rate RV tow rig. The 2019 Ram includes new features plus carryover hardware designed to deliver the kind of driving and towing performance an RVer needs. Sharp styling and a muscle-bound, in-your-face performance add up to a desirable serious-duty package. The 1500 Ram can be rated to tow as much as 12,750 pounds, depending on equipment and options. George Sutton RV in Eugene, Oregon provided our Forest River Surveyor 295 QB LE payload trailer that weighed about 6,000 pounds. Not a huge load, but enough to get a road feel when towing. The Hemi engine and 8-speed automatic reside under the hood amid a surprisingly clutter-free engine compartment. Service points are highlighted by the usual yellow caps and indicators. The Ram is available with no less than 16 different optional wheel designs. The aluminum tailgate is allowed to slowly open by way of a standard friction-damped support mechanism. The optional LED lighting group includes taillights, headlights, and fog lamps. Trailer stability is greatly enhanced by the truck's 4-link style suspension. The axles are laterally locked in, and that allows far less trailer push-pull on the truck. The largest in-class 14.9-inch disc brakes haul the load down to a stop in no time. The truck's 4-corner airbag suspension with auto ride height control not only provides a smooth ride, it can also improve fuel economy by reducing under-truck air turbulence when adjusted lower. Front seat occupants lack for nothing in the comfort arena. Contemporary styling and logical hardware arrangement give the stylish dash a functional but attractive air. Climate and entertainment controls are logically positioned and, although complicated, are relatively easy to learn and use. Backing up and hitching can be far easier thanks to the Park View high-resolution big screen with guidelines and center-mounted camera. There's no more shift lever. The Ram uses a knob-style shift selector that incorporates 4-wheel drive mode selections by push button. Dual glove compartments are ready to store your important truck papers and the 600-page plus owner's manual. The gauge cluster data screen provides a wide range of useful truck operating information. The integrated trailer brake control is pre-wired to dual plug receptacles in the back bumper. Multiple USB ports and power outlets make it easy to merge the truck and your phone or other mobile devices. The center console includes 2-stage lift-up storage compartments plus an adjustable cup holder tray. Very convenient. The back seats are far more comfortable than you'd expect for a crew cab truck. There's generous stretch-out backseat legroom, even for an extra tall person. Both back seats flip up to provide access to under-seat storage and more floor-level cargo space, and the armrest console includes handy cup holders. The below-floor Ram bins on each side provide even more discreet storage. More USB ports plus a 120-volt AC plug are available for backseat occupants. Keyless push-button ignition is a fun feature that gets a person a bit spoiled after a while. Standing still now, of course. One thing this truck is always quiet. The Hemi engine, even on full acceleration, is not going to blow you out of the cab. Might sound a little better outside though. There we go, 55 already. Does a pretty good job with this trailer on board. Blind spot monitoring with trailer detection, lane departure warning, smart cruising, guided parking, and 360-degree surround view camera are among the truck's high-tech safety features. Roll mitigation, electronic stability control, trailer sway damping, and hill start assist are also included for your driving pleasure. One of the things you notice right away, of course, even though this has the Hemi engine under the hood, and it certainly feels like it under the gas pedal, one of the things I should say that you don't notice is, boy, it's quiet. There's a little bit of wind noise, we can hear a little bit of tire noise, but this is really a quiet vehicle to drive like this. Conversations are easy, listening to the radio, you can't beat it. I mean, this is like driving a family car. Stay tuned to learn more about the new 2019 Ram truck. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com.
Exploration. It affirms that we are alive, demands that we are present. So let's put our work lives on pause, ramble out into the world, and share the journey with the ones we love.
For more information, visit lancecamper.com.
Welcome back to Rollin On TV. Let's continue our look at the new 2019 Ram 1500 truck. It's a good-looking and functional tow rig option for users who don't need a significantly heavier truck model. When you start driving a truck like this, there's no doubt about it, you're going to spend a little bit of time getting familiar with it first. It has a number of features and options. I mean, it has every gadget in the book in here, of course, that you can get. But certain essential controls, for example, the shift lever. There's no more the shifter. There's no more shift lever. Now it's a rotary knob on the dash that you rotate to select what gear you're going to be in. And then you have a gear selector here on the steering wheel that allows you, even though it's an 8-speed automatic, to go ahead and bump the gear up or down depending on which one you specifically want to select if you want to lock it into a gear, which is really a handy thing. The rest of the dash is wonderful, nice broad sweep gauges. There's a data center in the middle that as you start scrolling through, you have all kinds of information, mileage, air pressure, trailer towing information that's connected to the integrated brake control down here. You know, the truck leaves you with very little information that you're going to have to look for. I mean, it just presents it right here. We're out on the freeway, about 65 miles an hour. There's a large box truck next to us. We got a little bit of that wind going on that's enough to be able to feel it today. But this is one of the nice things about having a good towing setup. You're in a condition where the wind coming off the truck affects you, passing motorhomes that we just passed, all that buffeting wind, all that can dramatically affect your stability with a travel trailer like this. But luckily, hey, this one is terrific. We're heading up the freeway, no problems at all. It's as comfortable as we could hope for it to be under the circumstances. This is what a tow vehicle is supposed to do. To learn more about the 2019 Ram truck, log on to our website at rollinontv.com.
At Jayco, we're a lot more than just an RV manufacturer. We're all about family, and we've been making family dreams come true since 1968. To see our complete product line and find your nearest Jayco dealer, visit us online at jayco.com or just log on to rollinontv.com.
Simply put, Thetford's AquaChem has outsold all its competitors combined because it's the strongest holding tank deodorant available. It provides the strongest odor control around the clock in all temperatures and conditions. It quickly liquefies waste and tissue and is 100% biodegradable. AquaChem, the industry standard for 50 years. For more information, visit thetford.com. AquaChem, another great product from Thetford.
Hi, I'm Mark Polk with RV Education 101. Let me ask you a question. If you were planning a 500-mile trip in your family automobile, would you check the vehicle out before leaving on the trip? What I mean is, would you check the fluid levels, tires, lights, and windshield wipers to make sure everything was operating properly before attempting to travel 500 miles in your vehicle? Hopefully your answer is yes. If your answer was no, there's a possibility your vehicle is one of those we see stranded alongside the interstate, miles away from home or your final destination. Today I want to demonstrate a few simple checks you can make on your RV so you aren't the one sitting alongside the interstate waiting for help to arrive. Regardless of the type of RV you have, there are a few checks to include in your RV pre-trip checklist. The first item on my pre-trip checklist is tires. When your RV sits in storage, the tires lose air pressure at a rate of about 2 to 3 psi per month. It is extremely important you check and inflate the tires to the proper pressure before leaving on a trip. Always check the tires when they are cold before traveling more than 1 mile. Inspect the tires for any checking or cracks in the sidewalls. Do not chance driving or towing a trailer if the tires show signs of damage. Check the lug nuts on the wheels. Discoloration and stains around lug nuts is an indication they are loose. Make sure all items in the exterior storage compartments are secure. Lock all outside storage compartments. Make sure the power cord, water hose, and sewer hose are disconnected and properly stowed. Raise any stabilizer jacks or hydraulic leveling jacks. Check all the fluid levels. This applies to motorized RVs or the tow vehicle if you're towing a trailer. Nothing will leave you stranded on the side of the road faster than a low or empty fluid level in a major component like the engine or transmission. Driving a heavy motorhome or towing a heavy trailer places added strain on a vehicle's drivetrain components. The fluids in the engine and transmission are designed to help lubricate and keep these components cool. If a fluid level is low or empty, you might not make it to your destination. Look under the vehicle for signs of leaks. Check the engine oil, transmission fluid, radiator coolant reservoir, power steering fluid, and brake fluid levels. Consult your owner's manual for information on how and where to check these fluid levels. If a fluid level is low, try to determine why and correct the problem before leaving on your trip. Make sure all the slide outs are in the travel position. Make sure the TV antenna is stowed in the proper position for traveling. Check the awning. Make sure it is securely stored and all the travel locks and knobs are tight and locked. Stow or retract the steps. Fill the freshwater holding tank with enough potable water to get to your destination. Check the hitchwork, brakes, and lights. It doesn't matter if it's a motorhome towing a car or a truck towing a trailer. The important thing is you check all the hitch work and brakes and the lights. Check all running lights, turn signals, brake lights, and headlights on the RV and the tow vehicle. If you are towing a vehicle behind a motorhome or towing a trailer, perform a brake test. Pull the vehicle forward slightly and tap the brakes. You should feel the trailer brakes or dinghy brakes engage and slow the vehicle down. Walk through the interior of the RV. It never fails. When I walk through the RV's interior prior to leaving, I always find something that wasn't secured or a latch that isn't locked. Check all the cabinet doors, the refrigerator, sliding doors, and make sure things like computers and TVs are secured. Check all appliances to make sure they are turned off. Last and possibly most important is a final walk around. After everything on the list is completed and you are ready to leave, walk around the RV one more time. Look on top the RV and under the RV. Physically touch the storage doors to make sure they are secure. Are the stabilizer jacks stowed? Is the awning in the travel position with all latches secured? Are the steps retracted? This final walk around can be the difference between a trouble-free trip and an accident waiting to happen, so take your time and look closely at everything in, on, and around the RV. This is a good start to a pre-trip checklist to help you get where you're going. Use these pre-trip checks and tailor your own pre-trip checklist specific to your needs. Happy camping!
Coming up after the break, we'll join Evanne in her RV kitchen for a refreshing and healthy dessert. We'll be right back. Need some new replacement rubber trim and seals for your RV? Now celebrating their 60th anniversary, Steel Rubber Products has been the leading choice for discerning hot rod and classic car owners for all their rubber parts needs. And now, Steel Rubber Products is offering the same high-quality parts and service to RV owners everywhere. For more information on Steel Rubber Products and to get a free RV catalog, visit rv.steelrubber.com. When you have a Truma AquaGo instant hot water system, you can expect to make a lot of new friends.
Like you'd imagine, every place you travel has its own signature flavors. During my RV adventures in Australia, I came across a delicious brekkie, or breakfast to us Americans. I came across an item called a Bircher, of Swiss origin, but delish down under. A simple, healthy combination of homemade muesli, yogurt, and fruit. Now, the Bircher was developed in the late 19th century by Maximilian Bircher-Benner, a Swiss physician and nutritionalist that wanted to get more raw fruit into his patients at his Zurich sanatorium. It's built around his muesli, a combination of grains, fruits, nuts, and seeds, soaked overnight and then combined with a little dairy like milk or kefir or yogurt. I find it a wonderful way to start the day. It's super simple to prepare, customizable, and economic. Let me show you how you can make a Bircher in your own RV kitchen. We'll begin by creating our muesli. And like I said, muesli can be created to whatever flavors you enjoy. Now today's muesli, I'm using raw almonds and I've cut them up into nice large chunks. I like them that way. They just taste really delicious and I like the crunch that they give. I've got some roasted, unsalted sunflower seeds. I've got some Turkish apricots that are dried and I've cut them up into nice little pieces. I've also got some wheat bran, but you can use oat bran as well. And of course, the basis of your muesli is going to be oats. Now you want to make sure that you use rolled oats. Don't use instant oats because if you do, it's going to be way too mushy. I've also got a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of salt. So let's put it together. You're going to be wowed at how simple it is to make homemade muesli. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my oats to my nice big bowl. My cinnamon and my salt, just like that. And then everything else goes in. Our almonds, our fruit, our sunflower seeds, and our bran. We're going to mix it up, and what you'll find is the oat bran in the oats, or the wheat bran in the oats, will break up the dried fruit, so it'll be distributed nice throughout. Bam! You have homemade muesli. You know exactly what's in it. It's good and it's good for you. Now what you want to do to make your Birchers, you're going to take about half a cup of muesli to a 1/3 cup of apple juice and soak it overnight. That's per serving. I like to use apple juice. You could also use milk. You could also use kefir to soak it overnight, but apple juice gives it just a nice flavor. Make sure that you use a 100% apple juice with no fillers in it. So what I've done is I've added my muesli, my apple juice, and I've soaked this overnight. And as you can see, it is a nice, delicious mix, soft and ready to be eaten. By the way, the dried fruit gets nice and soft and plump as well. So we're ready to construct our Bircher. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to use some yogurt. I like to use the Fage 0% yogurt. It's a Greek yogurt, so it's nice and thick, but it's also a little bit tart. And to my yogurt, I add just a little bit of honey to sweeten it up. Absolutely delicious that way, in my opinion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct our Bircher in a beautiful glass. Now you can put it in a bowl. You could even make this in a large bowl for a family to scoop out. But for single servings, I think sometimes this is just a real elegant way to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting some yogurt in our glass, just at the bottom. Next up, I'm going to add some of the muesli. When you put it in the refrigerator at night, it's rather liquidy. But in the morning, when you take it out, it's nice and delicious. By the way, if you forget to soak your muesli overnight, or you don't want to soak it quite as long, you can soak it at least 30 minutes, please, or overnight, but anywhere in between works just fine. Do some tests, see what you like the best. So into my beautiful glass goes my soaked muesli. On top of this, I'm going to put some fresh fruit. I've got raspberries and I've got blueberries, but whatever fruit you like or whatever's in season, go for it. Just going to put these right on top, like so. And a little more yogurt, just like a yogurt parfait. Right on top. At this point, I like to add just a few chia seeds. I like to sprinkle just a little bit right on top here, like this. A little more muesli. A little more fresh fruit. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of honey over the top. Just another little touch of sweetness, another little plus. Just a little teeny bit. A few more chia seeds. Well, here you have it. This is absolutely beautiful. It's delicious. I know it is. And it's good for you. Now remember, you can customize your Bircher any way that you like. Make your muesli with any kind of nuts, seeds, and fruit that you desire. Whatever fruit is in season, use that as your fresh fruit, and I think you're going to love it. Now, Dr. Bircher Benner served this to his patients at his sanatorium before every single meal. I think that's a little bit much, but try this for brekkie on occasion, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Evanne. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
We hope you enjoyed this week's program, and for more information on anything you saw on the show, along with additional videos and stories from current and past shows, visit our website at rollinontv.com. You can also join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. As usual, this has been another fun production. For the latest up-to-the-minute RV news, visit our media partners at rvbusiness.com. If you're into RVing or just appreciate vintage vehicles, be sure to set your GPS for the RV MH Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana. This museum houses the largest collection of vintage RVs and trailers dating as far back as 1916. For more information, visit their website at rvmhhalloffame.org.